The gold camo was first introduced in Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, and throughout all of the Call of Duties following that game, the camo relatively stayed the same with the same goal and reward system by rewarding the player for completing certain amount of camos on a specific weapon. This is one of the mastery camos in Call of Duty Cold War, and there are two versions of the gold camo. There's the multiplayer gold and there's the zombie gold, which is called Gold Viper, and that is what I want to look at in today's video. I want to compare the two camos as I've done previously with Diamond, and still currently are unlocking DM Ultra, so that video is probably going to not happen for another few months whenever I unlock that, but that's what we're going to be comparing: Gold Viper and multiplayer gold, seeing how they look in game, which one's better. And obviously do bear in mind this will be my opinion and everybody will be sharing their own visions and opinions about this camo, but if you have any specific one and you want to share it, be sure to comment down below. I would really like to see what you guys think of it, and also be sure to drop a like on the video, as that would be very much appreciated and helps out the YouTube channel and videos a lot. And also be sure to subscribe if you're new here. Without further ado, let's get right into it. So the first thing I want to talk about is the multiplayer gold camo version of this, and in a way of looking, it's definitely very nicely presented. It's very shiny, it's reflective, and it definitely looks a lot like the gold camo is supposed to look like. It's supposed to look like gold, as in previous Call of Duty sometimes the gold camo could have looked more bronze than gold itself, so that's really cool. I personally really enjoy the multiplayer version of gold. It's definitely a cool reward to get, but I wouldn't really rock that gold camo on the weapon unless it's just the one weapon I want to use. Maybe I could hop onto Warzone and use it in there to show it off more than actually only unlocking gold to unlock diamond, because I feel like that's the main reason people actually go for gold camos, is just to progress in either your DM Ultra or Dark Ether grind, or maybe your just diamond grind that you're doing on both versions of the game modes. And then Gold Viper on the other hand isn't really that much reflective, and it's more scaly. It is called the Gold Viper, and a viper is a snake in the real world, so it kind of makes sense why it looks exactly the way it does. It's supposed to mimic and resemble what a scaly skin of a snake looks, which it really does a pretty good job. And I feel like a lot of the zombie camos, especially the mastery ones, really do play on the whole kind of texture effect. Gold Viper looking like it's scaly, then Plague Diamond obviously looking like it's diamond, and even Dark Ether has this kind of weird texture to it that's not exactly smooth, so that's pretty cool. But one of the disadvantages with Gold Viper is that it's more of a bronzy, even brown colored than gold. Now I hopped into a game of Outbreak to check it out, and it was the map Alpine, which is like one of the probably brightest maps we have, since it's all white and it really makes weapons stand out, but it didn't really look all that good. Then I hopped into multiplayer to get some shots of it on the newest map, which is Miami during daytime, which I really love, and the colors on that are amazing, and it made that camo look really good in there. So if you're more of a multiplayer player, I guess if you hopped into, like, let's say zombies to unlock Gold Viper, and while you're unlocking gold in multiplayer, maybe you could run around with the Gold Viper camo, and it's definitely noticeable more than the gold in multiplayer sometimes, even from what I saw. On the whole spectrum of which one looks better, I think personally I have to say multiplayer one looks better, but there's other characteristics that I feel like I have to get into to fully get which one is the best. And the next thing that I want to talk about is which one's easier to unlock, and that one to most people might seem very obvious, and that is the Zombies Gold Viper camo. The reason it's super easy is because, for one, you don't have to hop into every single game where it's basically non-stop, either very sweaty and you have to play against real players, but you just hop into a mode where it's just zombies, where they occasionally get more difficult and difficult. And if you have your weapon fully leveled up, it's possible that you can get one camo unlocked fully now. With only going up to, like, let's say round 30 to 40, you can complete everything in one game, which is really cool. While in multiplayer, for multiplayer gold camo, as I'm currently grinding for DM Ultra, it's a really painful process with some of the challenges. You have the ones to get kills behind cover, or kills like bloodthirsties, which can be actually annoying with a certain kind of weapon, and I can see more people definitely struggling with the multiplayer gold. But that's kind of the more interesting thing that I want to talk about. Do you feel more proud of unlocking Gold Viper, or feel more proud of unlocking gold? Because when I unlocked Gold Viper, I only, for this video, for the first time ever, and I'm not even exaggerating this or joking, was the first time I ever used Gold Viper in a game to see what it looks like. Before, I just never thought it was worth it, because I would just continued my grind for the next camo and never really used the weapons until I obviously unlocked either Plague Diamond or Dark Ether. So I feel like I'm way more proud of unlocking gold in multiplayer, which I also have to own up. I don't run around with the gold camos unless it's on my Tundra, which I unlocked recently, and I'm kind of very proud of that because the snipers suck a lot and I'm not very good at sniping. So that's a really cool looking sniper as it's gold. So that's one that I'll rock around, or even hop into Warzone and rock around that camo in there, which is really unfortunate that we don't have any of the zombie camos in Warzone. Fingers crossed with whatever the next map will be, Warzone 1980, whatever it's called, whatever it looks like. Hopefully they get zombie camos finally, fingers crossed. But multiplayer gold camo is definitely more rewarding, it's definitely more difficult, and in my opinion it looks better. Looking at other things, I don't think there's anything really else to judge this camo on and gold viper on. It's personally, from what I can see, either it's really difficult to unlock, looks good, or isn't rewarding. And in conclusion, I have to say that I just prefer the multiplayer gold camo. It's definitely not one that I want to rock around with. Any of the gold camos I don't really want to rock around with. I personally prefer either continuing my gold camo grind or just rock around with diamond or dark ether, since they look so much better and they're definitely, you know, they're the next step to the mastery camos. But be sure to comment down below what you think and what else do you want me to compare in the future. I will be doing a dark ether and DM ultra comparison, but I don't know when that will happen. I've recently gotten into the grind and I will be probably streaming, so if you're this far in the video and you want to check out some of my streams, I should be streaming during the week over, well, the next week, and I will be grinding some of the camos. We're soon at the assault rifle diamonds, let's go. And if you're going for camo grind and grinding out gold viper, gold, diamond, dark ether, DM ultra, good luck. Seriously, you got this. Don't give up, because I gave up for a few days. But if you're new here, be sure to subscribe, like the video, and I will see you all guys in the next one. Peace out.